If I lost everything today and had to start from zero, no capital, no clients, no reputation, here's everything I would do to get back to $25,000 a month as fast as possible. I've done it once, and if I had to do it all over again, this is the exact step-by-step framework that I would follow. This is especially tailored to the real estate niche, but this framework applies to any service-based business model. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Before I jump into this and showing you guys step-by-step exactly what I would do to get to $25,000 a month as fast as possible, if you actually follow this and you're willing to put in the work, I'm 100% certain you can do this in 30, 60, 90 days. Before we get into that, I just want to ask you for a favor. We're coming up with the end of the year here. I want to hit 10,000 subscribers before 2026. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, help a man out, comment down below some videos you'd like to see. And if you are currently running a real estate SMA and you're looking to scale or you're trying to sign your very first client, you can join Off-Campus Coaching. It's a program I developed over the last 7 months, teaching you how to get your first client, get to 25K, 50K, 100K a month. It has every resource, SOP, video we've ever recorded over the last 5 years to help our team scale. So yeah, if you're interested, click the link below. You actually book in a call with me one-on-one right now. The calls, I'm still taking them all. So if you're serious, there is a large upfront investment, but if you want to scale, you want to sign your first client, we've already helped tons of people. We have 40 plus students in there right now that are all in the real estate space. So if you're open to that, be pretty sick. Click the link below, book in a call. Let's jump into the video. Step number 1 is you need to build a killer offer. Your offer is everything. And I'm going to talk about the real estate niche specifically, like I said, but you, whatever niche you're in, need to develop your offer that revolves around your ICP. Every single niche is different, and what's going to speak to this person will not speak to that person just because it makes no sense for them and the business that they're in. For example, with real estate, realtors, they get paid in lump sums, usually from a commission check after selling a massive property. So that means that most of the time, their income isn't extremely predictable. It's 1 month they can make 50,000, the next month they might have no closings coming in. Month after that, it's 30,000. So it's always very, very different. What I found 4 years ago is that a realtor doesn't like to be tied into a monthly payment for a year because they don't necessarily know what they're going to be making all the time. And then just in general, they can be leaving whenever they want, basically. So pay in full model specifically for the real estate niche is the best because people like to just pay it in full, be done with it, and then they're good for 4 months, half a year, because if they know they can afford it at that moment in time because they made a good amount of money that month, then you're good to go. Now, as far as like core services that you'd want to actually include in your package, you can make it as simple as Instagram ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, lead calling, landing page development, CRM development, automations, nurturing, and basically just be like full service from that perspective, because in the beginning, you should absolutely 100% be doing everything yourself. There's nothing that you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be worrying about outsourcing this, outsourcing that, or trying to hire someone. I'm a firm believer in you doing absolutely everything yourself, you being your best employee because you're worth $0 an hour as of right now. You're not making any money, not signing any clients. So be your best employee and learn how to do absolutely everything. The key is to make your offer so valuable that people feel stupid saying no. Step number 2, wow. Step number 2, oh my God, what the fuck? This figure's like fucking doesn't go down, bro. Step number 2 is mastering B2B sales. The problem when it comes to the niches that a lot of people are in, like real estate, roofers, med spas, is that you're selling to other business owners. Too many people join a course or watch a bunch of YouTube videos and learn how to sell emotionally. Well, you're never going to sell a business owner, a successful business owner, based off their emotions. Never gonna work. And to use a crazy example, if you're pitching Alex Hormozi on your service, do you think you're gonna be able to get Alex Hormozi into an emotional state and he's just gonna make a decision based off of his emotions? Absolutely not. So that means you need to sell him logically. You need to walk him through the entire process to the point where he's like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. It solves XYZ problem that I have. Logically, I'm probably gonna make money from this. It makes sense, it works, I wanna buy it. That's how you're gonna sell successful business owners, based off of logic. Now, what's the best way to go about doing that? Personally, what I like to do is you still do your discovery, you still figure out their pain points, like you still need to do all that stuff and objection handle at the start to make sure at the end of the call, you're not gonna get hit with like a timing objection, or they have 17 different calls with other agencies planned. So you still need to do, your 10, 15-minute discovery. You can even do that before the call and have a setter call them, ask them more questions. But I like to have a good presentation, walk them through the entire process, make sure they understand it. It's super simplistic. It's all laid out for them. That's how you're going to be selling logically and getting people to just understand the service so much that it just makes so much sense they want to buy. After learning how to sell logically, now you need to actually become a good salesperson and learn how to master handling every objection that there is. The timing objection, the type B people that just want to talk to as many agencies as they possibly can and think that someone's going to give them some information where it's all going to make sense and they're going to want to join right away. So you need to learn how to handle with those people. That I need to think about it. I need to talk to my wife. So you need to learn how to handle all these objections and either write them all down in a sheet so you start to get more comfortable with it. You can have it pulled up on how to actually genuinely help these people and overcome those objections. So that's gonna be the biggest thing, is mastering B2B sales, selling logically, not emotionally, and kind of starting to embody being a good salesperson and how to handle all these different objections. Step number 3 is the cold outreach engine. Now that you got your offer dialed in, you're mastering B2B sales, you need some volume. You need to start taking as many sales calls as you possibly can and getting those reps in. So this is where a lot of the boring work starts to come into play, because you have nothing else to do right now. You don't have any service delivery, you don't have a team to manage. You just need to be doing as much cold outreach as humanly possible. I'm talking as many cold calls as you can, emails, Instagram DMs, Facebook messages, LinkedIn messages, going in Facebook groups, or whatever you can do to do as much cold outreach as humanly possible to book as many sales calls as you can. So this step is pretty simple. It's just, don't be a bitch and wake up in the morning, do outreach. In the afternoon, take sales calls. If you get no show, do more outreach. Late at night, put a podcast on, do more outreach. Do as much as you can. Step number 4 is track, improve, and double down. Too many people, especially in the beginning stages, don't track anything because they think, oh, there's not a whole lot to track. I'm not doing a lot. I've only had, 10 sales calls. You don't even really seem like you're a business yet, so you don't act like that 6-figure business would, which is what you're trying to become. Don't do that. Track absolutely everything. When you track all of your numbers and you see how many Instagram DMs you've sent, how many sales calls you've taken, what your show up rate is, what your close rate is, what platforms are converting the best for you, that's where you can actually look at the numbers and make decisions based off of the data to either change something or double down or do this better. That's how you can actually improve. If not, you're just going week by week, month by month, not knowing what's working, what isn't working, where your problems are actually coming from. Maybe you're just changing and doing new shit, but you have no idea that you're doing something that's perfectly fine and you need to focus on this. So that'll only happen by tracking all of your numbers. Make sure you track everything so you can actually improve, double down, or make some changes. This is exactly how I'd rebuild a $25,000 a month business in 90 days. 4 simple steps, and maybe with the 5th one being just putting in the work. You need to understand that the grass isn't always greener. There's pros and cons to every business, every niche, and I want to try to never be the guy that confuses you into thinking, I have the best model, I have the best offer, this is what works the best. At the end of the day, there's a better model out there, there's a better offer, there's AI, there's all this shit, but just anything can work. Put in the work and actually focus on something for long enough. Like, just genuinely do this for half a year, see what happens. But yeah, found some value in this. I appreciate each and every one of you. Click the link below to book in your call to join off-campus coaching if you run a real estate SMA and you want to scale. Click the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.